It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by McDonald's of Hampton Roads, Hampton Roads Transit Student Freedom Pass, and Casey Auto Group.
It is a Hampton Roads tradition, the pageantry of high school football, the band, the cheerleaders. The work begins in the heat of August, and for some it ended tonight. For others, the dream of a state championship begins next week. It's time for the playoffs, and Friday Night Flight starts now. Hi, everybody. I'm Bruce Rader. After longtime coach Richard Morgan left for a new job in Georgia, Bill D left the college ranks and replaced Morgan at Oscar Smith, returning to what Coach D has always loved, high school football. But would he be able to keep the Tigers' dominance alive? Tonight, in their biggest game of the season, Oscar Smith took on Grassfield. Oscar Smith looking to continue its 90-game Southeastern Conference winning streak and claim the top seed in the 6A South playoffs. Another spirited student section at Grassfield, hoping for the upset. The home Grizzlies in blue down 13-7 with seconds left in the half. Quarterback Justice Bigby stays alive, heaves it into the night air, and the junior Zach Green comes down with it in the end zone for a crazy touchdown. The students are going wild as Grassfield takes a 1-point lead at halftime. In the second half, here come the Tigers. Quarterback Sean Mitchell closing in on a number of state passing records. Finds D'Angelo White, and this kid is special, zigging and zagging all the way to the Grassfield 15. But the star of the night he has for so many years was Mitchell, who threw 4 touchdown passes. Look at this beauty to Thomas Woodhouse. Now, the Grizzlies made it interesting late in the game, but the Tigers hold on for a 26-21 win and will claim the number 1 seed in the 6A South playoffs. They could be a state champion again. At Darley Stadium in Hampton, Phoebus in blue against Heritage. First quarter, Daniel White with the score. Hey, the Phantoms defense came to play as well. Brandon Davis puts Hurricanes quarterback Amani Watson in the dirt. And then on Phoebus's first play, on their next possession, DeQuan Fleming takes it to the house for the 39-yard touchdown, 13-0 Phoebus. So let's go to the second half, and Phoebus would open the game up on this 5-yard touchdown pass to Andre Jackson. Phantoms pitch the shutout, and Phoebus will earn the top seed in the 3A East playoffs. Meanwhile, a historic night at Cox. The Falcons looking to win their first Beach District Championship of the school's 55-year history. Clemson commit Jordan Williams taking the snap, driving into the end zone for 6 points. Kempsville early on keeping pace with Cox. Vinnie Murphy finds Micah Dryden in the end zone for the score. And while Cox may have gotten off to a slow start, check out this kickoff return by Leno Lester. Boy, he's got a great future, and look how fast he is. All the way in for the touchdown, a much-needed spark to get his team moving, and boy, did they. Jordan Williams in the backfield, another touchdown for Williams as Cox goes on to an impressive 51-25 victory, capturing its first Beach District title in school history. And joining us tonight on Friday Night Flights, hey, you see her every week, and not only on Wavy TV, but also Fox 43. We welcome Brandy Cummings to the show.
Yeah, Brooks, thanks so much for having me. First time.
I know.
First
did you have
time,
fun?
Yeah. I did. I had a whole lot of fun. I was out there tonight. It was a beautiful, beautiful night to fly at Cox Chopper 10. We were there. We made a stop at that historic game. It was senior night, actually. Lots of green and gold out there. We even caught the halftime show. It was really special for one senior, Heather Gonzalez. You see her there. She was presented on the field and performed there in the band. Her Navy dad returned from overseas yesterday and surprised her there tonight.
It's awesome. It's a big night for me, and I really needed my #1 fan with me.
It's been like a countdown, so being out to sea and being forward deployed, it means a lot to be able to be here with my daughter on her special night.
And oh yeah, Bruce, of course, we had a lot of fun throwing out some footballs along with the cheerleaders. Now to Portsmouth, where Norcom had a tough task of trying to snap Lake Taylor's 41-game district winning streak.
Boy, they're good. Lake Taylor has had another dominant season. Norcom has rebounded after a slow start, but Lake Taylor just too tough. Showing off its strong running game as Rashawn Griffin takes this one straight up the middle and almost to the house. He gets dragged down, but man, what a run. Just a few plays later, Griffin around the corner, as he should, after that great run, just inside the pylon for the score. Norcom, though, going to the air, trying to get back into the game, but that's Malachi Hutchins from Lake Taylor coming up with the interception, which sets up, guess who? Griffin takes the pitch, goes in for the score. Lake Taylor continues its domination of the Eastern District, 40-0, the shutout tonight, and now it's off to the playoffs. Hey, staying in Portsmouth, Churchland hosting the top seed in 5A South, the Hampton Crabbers, led by Maryland-bound Daz Newsome. Early first quarter, Daz already doing his work, taking the handoff in for the score, and Daz says, come on, man, just one touchdown? You got to be kidding. I'm dazzling Daz Newsome. He would get another rushing touchdown on the very next drive as Hampton starts rolling. Churchland then has to punt. Who do they punt to? Man, don't punt to Daz Newsome. He makes two guys miss, rolls through two more defenders, caps it off by breaking one more tackle all the way to the house. Boy, the Maryland Terrapins have a lot to look forward to as the Hampton Crabbers roll on to win this one 60-0 and claim the top seed in next week's 5A South playoffs. Hey, Western Branch needing a win to stay in the 6A South playoff race. The Bruins hosting Indian River tonight.
And still to come, folks, more scores and highlights, including Chopper 10 stop at Lansdowne High School in Virginia Beach.
And we'll have the Friday Night Flights play of the week. And let me tell you, there were some good ones tonight.
Don't go away! Brandy and Bruce will be right back with more Friday Night Flights.
The Cox High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mike Lane, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week.
Yeah, you can see their entire performance on wavy.com, and while you're there, check out past bands of the week. You can see slideshows, top 10 plays of the week, and past episodes of Friday Night Flights. It's all on wavy.com.
Well, back in Virginia Beach, Ocean Lakes needing to win to make the playoffs against Lansdowne. Lansdowne quarterback Brent Stooks to Joseph White for the touchdown. Stooks with almost 200 yards tonight. Ocean Lakes, though, not giving up. Tyler Browning sneaks in for the score, and the Dolphins take the lead, but the Lansdowne defense forces two fumbles. Watch this one. Joseph White, remember, he just got a touchdown. He comes up with a big defensive play, taking this deep into Dolphins territory, but Brent Stokes would take the air out of Ocean Lake's playoffs hopes. 3 touchdowns for him, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground here. Lansdowne is headed to the playoffs after a 22-14 win, and Ocean Lake's season is now over. Well, Brandy, that Ocean Lakes Lansdowne game, that was another one of your stops this evening.
Absolutely. Great atmosphere there at Lansdowne. Lots of folks out there as well. Actually, it was pink night. Many folks had on pink, including the cheerleaders. We also saw a sea of pink there in the stands. Even some football players were wearing it. Real men wear pink, right, Bruce?
That's right.
The junior varsity cheerleaders organized this. They were collecting money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. The coach let the students tell me why they were doing it.
Because we like to help the world, we like to make the world a better place and care one person at a time as much as we can.
Cure one person at a time. They've raised more than $1,600, just $400 shy of their goal.
What a great cause. Bayside 42-0 over Princess Anne tonight. Green Run by 3 over Kellum. Bayside and Green Run headed to the playoffs.
Salem 30-7 winners over First Colonial. The Sun Devils earned the 2 seed in 5A South.
The Bay Rivers game of the night. 2 teams that will be in the playoffs next week in the 4A East. Grafton against Smithfield. Second quarter, Packers up 6-0. Willie Drew with a pass down the field to Christopher Pierce. Pierce gets by the defense and gets in for the touchdown. So now let's move to the third quarter. How about Drew again? Season opening. Takes that opening and makes them pay. Touchdown. Packers up 20-0. Grafton trying to avoid the shutout. Demetrius Moore looking for the end zone. Finds a bunch of Clippers. And Reuben Williams, who makes the catch. Touchdown Grafton. Next play, Clippers going for 2. Moore runs it wide. Finds Isaiah Hawkins in the back of the end zone. Oh my, look at the one-handed catch. Smithfield would win it 50-8. But boy, was that a great play. Both teams headed to the playoffs. Lafayette, one of the top teams in 4A East, a big win over New Kent. War Hill all over Bruton, 63-7.
Tab with 1-point win over Poquoson. Both of those teams in the playoffs. Jamestown, 24-21 over York.
Western Branch needing a win to stay alive in the 6A South playoff race. The Bruins hosting Indian River. We're going to pick it up in the third quarter. Western Branch already leading 7-0. Indian River threatening on 4th and goal, but the Bruins somehow make the goal line stand. That would set up the Braves field goal, at least, to put Indian River on the board. And then very late in the game, Indian River quarterback Keyshawn Brown runs it in himself to bring the Braves within 7. Even though Brown was shaken up a little bit on the play, however, it just wouldn't be enough. Western Branch, boy, they've had a really good year with a 17-10 victory over Indian River tonight. Now in Norfolk, maybe the area's oldest rivalry, Granby and Maury at Powhatan Field. Granby and White up 17-8 to start the third quarter. On offense, quarterback Elijah Hodges with the keeper. He's hit hard. The ball pops up into the air. Maury comes down with it. Ensuing possession, Maury is going to take advantage. Aaron Cuffey around the edge, plows in right into your living room for the touchdown. Maury would take a 21-17 lead, but it wouldn't last long. Here's Hodges making up for that fumble. This time he holds on. He's in for the score. It's 24-21 Granby, but Maury still has a shot in the last moments, but it's all about defense. The ball picked off by Granby's Dante Bell, and Granby holds on for the thrilling 24-21 win. Another rivalry game in southern Chesapeake. Always a great crowd to see Great Bridge hosting its neighbors from Hickory. Great Bridge wearing green. They're going to have the ball on the second play from scrimmage. Quarterback A.J. Fromlick goes long. It's Andrew Harmon for the 66-yard touchdown. And just like that, the Wildcats are up 7-0. Now, Hickory brought a little bit of offense as well. On the ensuing drive, Jackson Childress finds Hunter Bader for the long completion, but Great Bridge would win it tonight 42-22.
Wilson ended the season with a 2-game winning streak after defeating Booker T. Washington, while Nansemond River defeated Lakeland 27-24.
Kings Fork 53-29 over Deep Creek. Norview blows out Liberty Christian.
And check this out, Southampton rolls past Franklin 43-8. Sussex Central defeating Surrey County.
Well, Brandy, we have some great action tonight, so let's top it off with the Riverside Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Play of the Week. Grafton's Isaiah Hawkins makes that spectacular one-handed catch for the 2-point conversion against Smithfield. We got to take another look. I mean, the kid just snatches the pass right out of the air, and he's got the presence of mind to get his foot in bounds. Nice pass from quarterback Demetrius Moore, and a heck of a catch by Hawkins. So the regular season may be over, but still plenty of football to be played. The playoffs are next week on Friday Night Flights.